Hi, I'm DK Will, and this is DK. We'll talk about it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
For many who've been involved in the foreign currencies, the Iraqi dinar, the Iranian rial, the Vietnamese dong, Zimbabwe zim, and so on, you've certainly had to notice over the course of many years the transition away from so much focus on the Iraqi dinar and more focus on the global monetary systems and the geopolitical movements that are happening in the financial systems. And this article here talks about BRICS launches an intra-bank payment system. What's next? And it says discover how Russia and Iran, both BRICS members. Did you hear me? Russia and Iran. Iran is not the I in BRICS. India is. But now it says both BRICS members have achieved a major milestone in economic cooperation by integrating their national payment systems. Recently finalized, the integration links Iran's CPAN system with Russia's SPFS, enabling trade and financial transactions in their national currencies, ruble and rial. By bypassing the US dollar and SWIFT system dominated by Western powers, this move aims to reduce reliance on international sanctions. Okay, and then it talks about a promotion for this video here. And so, of course, when I saw that they have their payment system, it put me in motion, primarily to see the tie to something that was covered before in one of my other videos. And it involved Russia, India, and China. And if you look for this thumbnail, it's why are Russia, China, and India in a bubble of protection? It highlights this situation that happened when Trump was president and Putin tossed that soccer ball and said the ball's in your court. Now, I'm not going to belabor the point and redo the video, but what I am going to do is show how all of this action that's going on in the monetary system is in concert. And while there seems to be opposition, when it comes to money, everybody seems to know how to play well in the sandbox, so to speak. And so when we look at this information here about the Russian and Iran SPFS system, we'll show how that's also tied in. And all of this, like my prior videos, if you've been following along, is part of the plan. So, of course, off I went on a dig deeper quest to see and prove to myself my suspicion that it is connected to the entire global monetary system. It is connected to Ripple. It is connected even to the messaging system. And I'll explain as I go on further. I don't want to take the cat out of the bag right out the gate. But in that research, it's a system for the transfer of financial messages. Okay, so that sounds a lot like a SWIFT replacement. And that's what it says. It's the equivalent of a SWIFT financial transfer system. Okay, that sounds good, but it also says developed by the Central Bank of Russia. Please remember that. Developed by the Central Bank of Russia. Because I really went deep, and I went and I looked at what are all the banks in Russia? And I went to find a list of the banks in Russia, and there are 396 operating banks. It was too arduous, but I ended up finding out what I wanted to find out anyway. Because when you consider this SPFS system, and you consider the information I've done in the past, I will show you the connection right now. Here it is. Safe and reliable channel for exchanging electronic messages on financial transactions that operates 24/7, 365. It's a messaging system so it can be efficiently used if participating institutions have established mutual correspondent relations. Give me a drum roll. Thank you. Because when I scroll up, you will see that SPFS clients can send and monitor financial messages in Swift formats, use their proprietary formats, exchange ISO 20022 messages, and manage the list of counterparts and types of financial messages to be received. Now remember, I asked you to remember to keep in mind the Central Bank of Russia. And I hope we all understand the role central banks play in the monetary system of every country. I also got a video back there of that to show that the Rothschild family owns the overwhelming majority of them. I'll try to make that one of the cards, but that's off topic. Because if you have any doubt in reading this information here from DINAR Recaps, that Russia's SPFS system, enabling trade and financial transactions in their national currencies and bypassing the US dollar, are not a part of the regular system, I just showed you that it is. And it will prove the point I made at the end of another one of my videos of what's really going on right now with the monetary system. But let's talk about one more thing. And here is that one more thing. I said, remember the Central Bank of Russia, right? The Central Bank of Russia to begin using XRP for cross-border settlements. In a groundbreaking move, the Central Bank of Russia, I ask you to remember, has announced plans to leverage Ripple's XRP cryptocurrency for cross-border settlements. This decision comes after an extensive evaluation of Ripple's platform and its potential to streamline international transactions such as those between Russia and Iran, both BRICS members. I hope if you've been following along with my channel, you can see the insight that you get here. I hope that you like and I hope that you subscribe. And I hope that you're not caught up in the narrative, because see, I don't allow myself to get caught up in the narrative. I just dig and look for the facts and try to look behind the curtain in this land of Oz that we're living in right now, with all these movies they're putting in front of us to look over here and don't look over there and look over there and don't look over here. The system, it says, according to recent Central Bank of Russia report, the use of XRP within the Ripple network offers significant advantages for settlement participants. The system's technology relies on participants having special accounts in national payment systems along with addresses in the Ripple network. This setup allows for seamless reflection of operations in both national payment systems and the Ripple network, enhancing efficiency and reducing transaction times. I'm not going to belabor the point, but I think I have sufficiently shown you that it's all part of the plan. And we were told the plan, if you have the ability to pick up the pearls when they're thrown in front of you, to ignore all the noise, to look for the facts that matter, and then string them all together, because here's another clip where we were told. And so this news and about the DINAR recaps about the Russia SPFS is just as much a part of the new system and everything that I've been saying since the very beginning. And so I'm going to end this video by showing this clip of him telling us, and then I'm going to end it with a portion of another video clip where I summed it all up. And in the end, what it means. Well, I'll let the videos finish up, because see, I've already talked about it. And this is DK Will Talk About It. I've talked about it. So have a wonderful day.
As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field, because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things.
Okay, so let me keep trying to wrap this up. But what I want you to focus in on here, because I couldn't find the image that I was really looking for, which is something similar to this, where it had the little blue brick. So we're going to have to go with this. But this is the point right here, this blue brick right here. And the point I'm making is when you associate this blue brick, excuse me, with the blue Lego that everybody was holding on to associated with Ripple, you come to discern what I believe is a good synopsis of everything that's going on. And I will do my best to do just that. If you recall way back when I started doing videos, I called XRP the bomb. I said it was a Trojan horse that was being infiltrated into every nation, so that when the time came and they set off the Nagasaki and Hiroshima of the XRP ledger, all the countries would already have been infiltrated by this atom bomb, this new version of an atom bomb in a non-kinetic war. And if you recall too, I did videos showing that Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse were truly acting as patriots for the United States, and that they were meeting with President Trump and meeting with the SEC way before all the craziness started. And then the craziness started as a cover so that the little nations that could get in line before the big boy got on board. And they're doing that through the BRICS nations. And the BRICS nations are going gold back, and they are creating the ecosystem that the United States truly owns. And the United States will finally be that last blue brick that was being held by the XRP executives that's going to be added to this brick system, and it's going to tear that brick wall down. Pink Floyd, can you hear what I'm saying? But before you tear the wall down, you got to build the wall up. And so when you see this unit comes in, this unit, when I think of a unit, I think of a BA, a badass, okay? When you see this unit show up, this unit is going to be the inroad that we're going for, where the XRP is transitioning, and then finally the dollar will start entering into this system as that blue brick, and the dollar will be exchanging just like the rest. But in the meantime and in between time, the unit in the gold-backed currencies increase in value against the dollar, so that the dollar is no longer the true global reserve currency. Actually, XRP and the XRPL is the reserve, but it's democratic and it's fair and it's a level playing field, just like Donald Trump said.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.